at the best rates on the market. With you always. Bajaj Street Tunes.
Your number one swag station is what you tuned into. Ziri dakika 5 zezakavako kusawa 5 zamachago kurwalero. Amaje military police have been beefed up mu kibuga wano Kampala as individuals threaten okwekalakasa for an economic shutdown. In Uganda, no muyizi omwana gwe bakuba eddagala lya Covid-19 has died. And then, of course, we also have BESIGYE. He escapes arrests and driver arrested for overspeeding. And locals react to viral video of a traffic police officer who disarmed a UPDF soldier who tried to shoot a colleague. That and much more is coming up in the news. I'm joined by Pamela Isamata Chom. And this is what's happening in our beautiful country, the Pearl of Africa, Uganda, the 256. It's a beautiful morning. We're talking about ekibuga kirimu amaje ne police.
Yeah.
Onako rwadero
everywhere. As early as 6 a.m. in the morning, Minan Ali, our reporter, says she was moving past and she saw, them having a security briefing at City Square. There were so many military and then police of personnel who were armed. And then after, we have seen them dispersed and they are deployed in several parts. Downtown, Arua Park and Mini Price, several strategic points within the city itself and outside the city. We are seeing police officers. Reason is, according to Fred Enanga, police spokesperson, there's been viral videos that have been shared on social media and also on WhatsApp messages, aggressive videos where people are saying, do not step down between 25th and 27th of this month. That's starting this week, Monday. For the next 3 days, they were telling people, do not step down. We don't want to see a border. We don't want to see a car. We don't want to see anyone. We want everything shut down. Why? Because of the situation that government is not doing anything to sort out the situation. So Enanga is explaining in that bite.
Recordings in an aggressive tone further issue threats of attack to persons who are against their stay-at-home orders. And after the 3 days, they claim the alleged protests will transition into open street demonstrations and mass uprisings to purposely cause change in government. These are a legitimate and unconstitutional means that we do strongly condemn. For those who can remember, similar scare tactics were used by the same individuals and political groups in February 2021. This time they are using the surge in commodity and fuel prices to call for violence. We therefore urge all Ugandans and visitors in the country not to get swayed by the fear tactics, mongering, and inflammatory rhetoric by the selected individuals, political groups, and sponsored bloggers. They should instead look for better ways of expressing their dissatisfaction about the economy without fronting violence.
I would because I know being in a city and then you seeing Maje, police, what? Yeah. Now psychologically that. But already it takes you to a certain place when you've gone to work.
City already is scanty. The streets are already empty. But anyway, you don't take such threats lightly. Do not go to town. Economic shutdown. People are already hustling to survive.
Yes.
I know you have business care and wants to survive with it, and you're telling them don't go. We are having we're trying to overthrow the government indirectly. Yes, that's according to what Enanga says. These people want to overthrow the government because they're saying, between now and then, no, we have actually. If you listen to those bites circulating, you will just get scared because they tell you they are creating really fear and panic. They tell you we have surveillance, we are surveilling the city, we already have military. We also have our own people who are ready to attack. If we see anyone going to the city, actually the guy stresses 27th. On 27th, if we see anyone in the city, we are going to cause havoc.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So in other words, they're not only attacking.
Now Kampala on a daily has a population of about how many people? If I'm not mistaken,
the city itself.
On record, abantu abayingire ekibuga Kampala, it's about, if I'm not mistaken, babiranga million start from what I'm seeing here.
Okay.
And it always has a 5.24% increase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that number has crippled down. If not, it has even halved. Yes. Abantu abadde bayingira ekibuga nga bagenda kuyiya nga bagenda kuyiriba baliwa right now.
Chalo. Some people went back to the
What are they
villages.
doing?
I don't know what they're doing exactly, but I know that very many people have been rendered jobless because there was first the sweeping of the city for street vendors.
Yes.
Then now there is the issue of border borders. Then like basically some people failed to afford the areas they were renting in arcades, in malls, shopping malls, because rent shot up. Customers tebaja. So at the end of the day they had to lock down the businesses. So many people have decided to stay out of the city, and some are doing businesses in divisions, Rubaga division, Kawempe, Makin. They have resorted to doing business closer to home than in the city because people are not accessing the city anymore.
Ali mu kibuga tuliremu embeera eri etyawo kunoti musanvu munoti bbiri. There's a student gwe baagema COVID-19 forcefully afudde.
Jonah Luyinda is an S2 student from St. Martin's SS in PG. What happened is, I think around March, according to the family, health officials came from Ministry of Health and they were inoculating, like telling kids about the relevance of vaccination. 12 to 17 years. They want to vaccinate kids within that age range. So they vaccinated these kids, some of them without consent of the parents. Now, shortly after vaccinating, this kid came up with multiple organ failure. He was taken to Chirudu. He has been on life support until he has passed on. But the postmortem report is not yet out. According to the family, they say this today is when they are getting the report
to understand what went.
Yes, exactly what caused his death.
Imagine.
But according to them, they said the doctor said as a result of the vaccination, his organs
shut down. Some of them
were affected.
Kwoli kuchikumi kamuze biri Galaxy FM BESIGYE yabadde anaatera okukwatibwa n'adduka era nga bulijjo kubanga veterani. But the driver was arrested for overspeeding. This happened where and when?
This was in Jinja. Actually, we have James Mubi on record there speaking about it. But in Jinja yesterday, BESIGYE was there for his red card movement. So you know what he's talking about, prices and all that. So they went to some hotel, I think, not hotel, but a restaurant called Iga around the petrol station.
Iga.
And they went around there with
that one near the bridge.
Yes. Lubega Mukaku, BESIGYE, and a number of other people plus his driver. So in the process, police came and cordoned off the area, trying to arrest BESIGYE and his team. BESIGYE simani how he did it, but he got on a bajaj and escaped. The rest entered the car and tried to speed
You're
off.
wondering how BESIGYE did it.
I
you know
wonder how he did
was
it. You know,
in the
police
bush?
cordoning off the whole place, and then he manages to jump on a board and,
Ninja
escape.
was in the bush. He knows. He a veteran.
Abakola mu CCTV cameras nti waliwo emmotoka ekika kya Toyota Land Cruiser V8 registration number plate UBA 695R nga driver w'emmotoka eno abadde ali mu kuvuga emmotoka ku speed ey'ekitalo. Speed esobola okuviirako abantu abangi okufa sinakindi okufuna ebisago eby'amaanyi. Nga poliisi buvunaanyizibwa bwaffe okulaba nti abantu bakuumibwa awamu n'ebintu byabwe n'okulaba nti badriver abeenyigira mu bikolwa ebimenya amateeka ku makubo gaffe bakwatibwa era ne bavunaanibwa. Kyeva olaba tuli mu kuvunaana driver ono Fred Kato myaka 37 akadde konna Fred Kato wakutwalibwa mu kkooti avunaanibwe.
BESIGYE
BESIGYE he actually beat security. He's now in Soroti. Said he's campaigning for his candidate.
He left the car behind.
The car was, of course, impounded because he left the car.
So how did he go to Soroti? He used the bus.
And I don't know how he did it.
Nice.
Or I used the bus, or I do not actually know.
Badman
But
BESIGYE.
yes, the next time we realize he's in Soroti.
Chikumi kamuze biri kuolinga tumaliza ziri 14 ezakavako ku 5. This is what's happening in the country now. Locals react to a video. I've also seen this video. Is it where we had a guy put down by traffic guys?
Yeah, 2 traffic guys.
I didn't notice that guy was a UPDF soldier because he was dressed in layer or something.
Yeah, I think
From the video guy about the time.
Yes, he was dressed in layer.
If we are talking about the same video now. Locals react to that video of a traffic police officers because we had the video.
Yeah, 2 traffic police officers.
They disarmed a UPDF soldier who tried to shoot their colleagues.
This guy is called Herbert. He's called Herbert Kakama. He's attached to the chief of training recruitment.
The UPDF soldier.
Yes, the guy. He's currently at Katwe police station. He's supposed to appear in court after he has been charged.
Yes.
What happened is Herbert Kakama tried to block his car. He actually parked his car
Yes.
along a roundabout where trailers were moving, and he stayed there for some time. So the traffic officers came to him and told him, "You're blocking. You're causing a lot of traffic.
Yes.
Move your car so that these trucks can move, and then other cars can also go along." So in retaliation, he just pulled out a gun and tried to fire at one of the traffic officers. So these guys managed to fight him off and put him down, and that's how he was arrested and dragged to Katwe.
If that's the correct story, then I want to applaud
Yeah.
those guys, because look, listen, there's people in the society that feel like
They're above others.
They are above
Yeah.
others. Ngabantu abalala tebabayisanga abantu, honestly speaking, because if you say he had blocked people,
Yes.
causing traffic,
Yeah.
and they told him, "Papa, jawe motoka,"
Yeah.
and he got out a gun,
Yeah.
something is wrong with this country. And something
But
has
then
to be
again,
done.
it doesn't also set a good precedent. Actually, some of the people that were trying to get on record were saying it does not create a good image. Yeah, when we see these two security organs fighting, because at the end of the day, they're supposed to work together for the good of, security in general. So if you have a military officer fighting with a traffic officer,
No, but honestly
then
speaking,
tomorrow you find a police
Pam,
officer fighting with
if a military guy has
Yeah.
an audacity of pulling out a gun and
so they
pointing
did
it
the
at-
right thing.
Exactly,
Yeah, they actually did the right
I
thing.
want to applaud them. I saw
yes,
the video. I
did.
didn't know what it was. It's one of those videos you scroll over and you're like, just another day in Uganda.
They managed to put the guy down. But I think he was also having a bit of self-control, because pulling out the gun, maybe he could have even fired, but I think he was just using it as a threatening tactic. Yeah.
Chikumi kaumuze biri Galaxy FM. Now guys, we want to get your feedback on how embeera bweri mu kibuga, abali mu kibuga abayingiddemu, because we are having reports that amaje gayiridwa military police.
Overthrowing government, illegal
Bana.
protests,
Galaxy.
all that.
Yeah, good morning Galaxy FM.
Abali mu kibuga. Yeah man.
Viral. Ade nsaba munkuireyo akayimba ka
Gira omutwe.
Yeah. Kebayitali.
Can you imagine? 100.20707102102 abali mu city embeera eri etya. You talk to me Galaxy. Good morning.
Mwana Mr. No sibyo kya we bali kuweereza.
Yeah, man.
Mwana tuli wano naye obusajja butuyitako saketi. Obusajja budduka saketi bulinga ng'obulina bugenda onnoonya. Bulinga bulina bye baatereseeyo bungi.
Galaxy.
Yo, Mr. Henry, yo.
Talk to me.
Mwana wasuzota. Ndi wano nange mu kibuga njiriwa mpola. Ono bamwise abo okuva wano ewa Kiso. Naye nga wetuli mpola.
Big up. Galaxy.
Mr. Henry waninagira saze nkoda yaye bwatukedde makanagira.
Galaxy.
Mwana Mr. Henry kiriyo mwana naye nga oli steady ize mwana tuli wano kunnasa nga wobimanyi mwana naye kyobumanya mwana embeera batadde embeera mwana tumala kusala kujja kujinja lodi kunkuluma mwana ndi eno binkutte mwana emiggo kyobumanya embeera yatabusa Henry naye ize ku Galaxy mwana
Kiri kityawo ali mu city gwe noonya.
Mr. Henry.
Yeah.
Mugamba muti omwana ekiri eno kawempe eyo nayo nejjudde busajja oyinza olowooza tuli mu lutalo.
Galaxy.
Yo Mr. Henry, nze Arnold wano kuhamu muganda wange bayiye obusajja omanyi obusajja obuyitirevo bulinga nswa.
Galaxy.
Yo, nze Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry. Nze Vic.
Yeah man.
Ndi wano mu kibuga obusajja bungi. bwetolodde ebizimbe byonna.
Embeera bwetyo bweyimiridde. We'll keep you posted guys. Oba osobola okukwatayo ka video katutereko and then we know wagwa. Naye woba ogenda yingira ekibuga.
Ekisinga is
Yes.
Batugambye. They've told us the
Definitely.
reason why they have
Definitely.
flooded. It's
Yeah.
not against the people, but it's to protect people and
Just
their property.
mwebereremu. So I think it's going to be beefed up from today. I think for the
The
rest
whole
of the week.
Whole week.
Video wembanga temunaziraba waliyo video ezitambula nga abantu balina ebigambo byebogera. So what they're doing is for your own good.
Yep.
Just go about your businesses properly, nice and easy.
Exactly.
Omanyi mune tumanyi okwejjako. Tubalaba nga batambula ne tukanyugayo akayinja. Abaye bansesa mu city. Nakanyugayo akayinja oba n'abavuma oba n'akola ki.
Hello.
Step boy, it's for your own good, but we'll keep you posted. 19 utwogerera zezakavako ku sawa 5 ez'amakyagonaku lwaleero. Pam will be back here later on in the day to tell us what's happening in the country, but for more stories osobola okugenda ku kitimba kyaffe www.galaxyfm.co.ug.
Mr. Henry on Galaxy.